Hello, this is me, Sinja Shrestha. Today I have recorded this video as a requirement of Assessment 1 of Australian Commercial Law. This video is answer to Part C question. For this question, I have taken the case Carlill versus Carbolic Smoke Ball Company. In this case, the Carbolic Smoke Ball Company made a product called the smoke ball, which claimed to be a cure for influenza and a number of other diseases. The company published advertisements claiming that it would pay £100 to anyone who got sick with influenza after using its product according to the instruction set out in the advertisement. The advertisement goes like this. £100 reward will be paid by the Carbolic Smoke Ball Company to any person who contracts the increasing influenza, colds, or any disease caused by taking cold after having used the ball 3 times a day for 2 weeks. According to printed directions supplied with each ball, £1,000 is deposited with the Alliance Bank, Regent Street, showing our sincerity in the matter. Mrs. Carlill saw the advertisement, bought one of the balls and used it 3 times daily for nearly 2 months until she contracted the flu. She claimed £100 for the Carbolic Smoke Ball Company. They ignored 2 letters from her husband. On a third request for her reward, they replied with an anonymous letter that if it is used properly, the company had complete confidence in the smoke ball's efficacy, but to protect themselves against all fraudulent claims, they would need her to come to their office to use the ball each day and be checked by the secretary. Carlill brought a claim to court. The lawyers representing her argued that the advertisement and her reliance on it was a contract between her and the company, and so they ought to pay. The company argued it is not a serious contract, and some of the issues related to this case can be drawn, and that can one make a contract with the whole world? Whether the language in Carbolic's advertisement regarding the £100 reward was meant to be an express promise or rather a sales puff which had no meaning whatsoever. Does performance of the conditions advertised in the paper constitute acceptance of an offer? Was there any consideration? Can Mrs. Carlill sue the Carbolic Smoke Ball Company? And rules regarding this case are, according to the law, offer can be made to a specific person or the world. Communication of acceptance is not necessary if the offer stipulates acceptance by performance of an act. And if there is benefit by the performance of act, there is consideration. In this case, we can see that the advertisement was a unilateral offer to make an offer to entire world. The statement referring to the deposit of £1,000 demonstrated intent, and therefore it was not a mere sales puff. In this case, Mrs. Carlill has performed act by purchasing the smoke balls and used them according to the directions, but she has not communicated it to the Carbolic Company. In unilateral contracts, there is no requirement that the offeree must communicate an intention to accept, since acceptance is through full performance, that is, using the smoke ball. And as Mrs. Carlill was using the smoke balls as directed, there was consideration to the offerer, Carbolic Company. The Carbolic Smoke Ball Company received a benefit in having people use the smoke ball. Thus, in this case, there is a valid contract between Mrs. Carlill and Carbolic Smoke Ball Company. And in conclusion, Mrs. Carlill was entitled to reward as there was unilateral contract comprising the offer, that is, the advertisement of Carbolic Smoke Ball Company, and acceptance, that is, by performance of condition stated in the offer by Mrs. Carlill. Thank you.